It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Welcome to Quakertown Area High School as we overlook Alumni Field and get you ready for some high school football on WBCB. Tonight, the Pennsbury Falcons have made the trip and they will take on the Panthers in Game 2 of the 2024 season. Both of these teams looking to bounce back from Week 1 losses. Tonight's game on WBCB is brought to you by PNC Financial Services Group, St. Mary Medical Center, BCWSA, Rob's Automotive and Collision, Perry Warren for State Rep, Kim Rock of Keller Williams, McCaffrey's Supermarkets, and this is the McCaffrey's Food Markets game of the night. The Pennsbury Falcons visiting the Quakertown Panthers. Thanks to Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown for making portions of tonight's game possible. Nolan Painting on board, and we've got our Nolan Painting Brush of Brilliance coming up in a little bit, part of our Trentonian pregame show. Thanks to the Peruzzi Auto Group, Team Toyota, the Revere Restaurant, outstanding Italian cuisine in nearby Ewing Township, New Jersey. Bringing you portions of tonight's game, State Senator Steve Sanacero, Amori's Restaurant, Lower Bucks Hospital. Make sure to catch the High School Coaches Roundtable show brought to you by Lower Bucks Hospital. Chance to Save Bargain Outlet on board. The Trentonian, and this is the Trentonian pregame show. Kickoff coming up in a little bit thanks to Junior's Car Wash, Villa Rosa Pizzeria and Italian Restaurant, the Pennsbury Football Parents Club, and they want to remind you that this is a final call for businesses sponsoring the game day program ads. More details at pennsburyfootball.org/program-ads. Also join the Falcons next week at their first home game on September the 6th. They're taking on the Golden Hawks. Support the team by buying apparel and enjoy the concessions. Go Falcons. That from the Pennsbury Football Parents Club. Thanks to BAI Security Systems, Puss in Boots Tavern, Jammer Doors, Kramer's Bakery, Yardley Pharmacy and Supply, Johnson Chiropractic, Charcoal, BYOB, and DiLorenzo's Pizza on New Falls Road. And after the game, we'll have our DiLorenzo's player of the game. Last week in a loss, it went to Walker Murray, but we didn't get a chance to talk to Walker as we were on the road, and he was the only guy to score any points for the Falcons last week. They fall 24-2 to the Concrete Kids. Not the results that they were looking for, Ben, but there are quite a few positives that you can look at from that game and still feel pretty good about what the Falcons might be able to do tonight against Quakertown.
Yeah, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Hex Walker and Jordan Brensinger both ran for 100-plus yards, and overall the team ran for 254 yards. But the problem is they had 4 turnovers. One of them came in the red zone, another one where they were driving, and one that was to end the game. But if they can clean up those turnovers and keep grounded and pounding, they're going to get in the end zone eventually and win some ball games. Yeah, 3 fumbles and an interception, tough to overcome, and one of those fumbles coming inside the 10-yard line. But a couple of guys going over the 100-yard mark is something to build on for Pennsbury. We got some changes for the Falcons. We talked a little bit about their offensive line last week, and Connor O'Brien was the tight end. Now they've moved O'Brien to the tackle spot, and he is going to play, I think, replacing Chris Karamis on the offensive line. And at tight end now, they've got Dante Ciola in there. That could really open things up. We talked about Ciola's athleticism. He was at defensive end last week, and now he gets to focus on the offensive side of the football. Yeah, and I like O'Brien on the line a lot. He's big. We saw it on the pitching mound last year for the Falcon baseball team. We've seen it on the field here. Played on the line last year. Now he's on the offensive line. This year adds a lot of size, and it'll help out the 2 rushers that rushing 100-plus yards per game.
Yeah, talk about this offensive line, the size that the Falcons have. You have Connor O'Brien now, as I said last week, tight end. This week they move him to tackle, 6'4", 255. Ooh. And then you have A.J. Carticello, 6'3", 320. Rocco May at center, he's over 300 pounds and a 6'2" athlete. And then you have Tyler Robinson at the other tackle spot, 5'11", 270, and Uriah Smart inside of Tyler at the guard position at 5'10", 240, but really packs a punch, more of a stout and solid guy at that guard spot. But yeah, like the size that they have. And now Ciola, who moves into the tight end spot. We'll see what they are able to do, able to move the football against the Concrete Kids, but too many fumbles, too many turnovers, and they got to clean that up tonight.
Yeah, and Ciola isn't small either. He's really tall, lengthy. He can block if they need him to, and he's obviously athletic, can catch the ball, and can get upfield and do some damage at the tight end position.
All right, hey, we want to welcome Nolan Painting to our Pennsbury Falcon family, and we're doing this thing, the Brush of Brilliance. All right, we're going to take a look now at our Brush of Brilliance presented by Nolan Painting, which takes a look at a play or player that showed their brilliance in the Falcons' last game. And when we look back at the opening game for Pennsbury against a tough Northampton football team, the final score, not what Falcon fans were hoping for, but the Falcons have some positives to look back at. You know, around the 8-minute mark in the second quarter, Pennsbury, they were forced to punt from their 45-yard line, and Chris Karamis had an amazing kick that came down right around the 10-yard line and bounced towards the end zone. Gunner Ray Vereen was there with a great chance to pin them close, and he did just that. He was able to walk that tightrope, keep the ball and his feet from going in the end zone, threw it back in play, and that pinned the Concrete Kids back to their own 2-yard line. And after that, you start to feel a little Pennsbury momentum building, and right away, Walker Murray sacking the quarterback in the end zone for a safety, got the Falcons on the board with their first points of the season. Unfortunately, their only points of that game, but it was a nice sequence in the game for both the special teams and the defense to show their brush of brilliance. And on the offensive side of the ball, Hex Walker had a pretty good night. Transfer, a sophomore from Conwell Egan, had a stat line of 12 rushes and 109 yards gained on the ground. He did cough up one fumble, and they weren't able to get on the board with a touchdown. However, Hex averaging around 9 yards a carry, pretty good for a sophomore, and that stat line doesn't really tell the story. Walker's presence was felt each time he was given a handoff and made sure that he made the most of his carries. Excited to see more from Hex this year, and that was this week's Nolan Painting Brush of Brilliance. Thanks to Nolan Painting for bringing you portions of today's game. Now, I did have we're busy setting things up here, and somebody who was looking at the field and Pennsbury getting ready to go said they did not see number 6. Now, that is Hex Walker, again, featured in our Brush of Brilliance. Maybe they just didn't pick up his number. They kind of admitted that they might just not have been able to spot him on the field. Who knows, maybe he was with the trainer or somewhere else, but we will be keeping our eye on that development as Hex Walker, the sophomore, with a pretty nice night in the loss last week to Northampton High School.
Yeah, and he was great in his debut with the Falcons, and hope to see him on this field for Pennsbury's sake.
Also, shout out to Gus Barber
I was about to say,
putting together the Brush of Brilliance this week.
I didn't know he could write like that. I didn't know Gus was such a writer.
He is. He is a
right there in the barbershop.
Regular William Shakespeare.
Okay.
All right, well, getting closer to kickoff tonight. Falcons visiting the Panthers of Quakertown. Last week, the Falcons falling 24-2. Well, it was a tough one for the Panthers as well, as they lost to Southern Lehigh, and it was a home game for them. So 2 home games for the Panthers. Meanwhile, for Pennsbury, they have not been able to enjoy the friendly confines of Falcon Field. They'll do that next week against the Golden Hawks, but a tough one for the Panthers, opening up against Southern Lehigh, dropping it 31-13. And yeah, both teams really hoping to bounce back. Talked with defensive coordinator Tony Cecchia real quick, and he said they're going to see multiple looks. They'll put their quarterback under center. They'll run some wing tee and even do some spread formations. So they like to be multiple and keep their opponents guessing. All right, well, great to be with you tonight, getting closer to the kickoff. Again, the Pennsbury Football Parents Club issuing that final call for business sponsorships in the game day program ads. A great way to get your business name out there in the community, supporting the Falcons. Again, first home game, September the 6th. Support the team, buy apparel, and enjoy some concessions. And we were talking on the way up, Ben, that game a little bit earlier. Right, is that the game that's... next week, yeah, Friday night.
I think I saw it was 6 o'clock. We got the Birds, Eagles at 8 o'clock. So you can get a little back-to-back. Pennsbury at 6, Eagles at 8.
All right, I need you to try to confirm that.
I will get that confirmed.
Awesome. And thanks also for making portions of today's game possible. Lower Bucks Hospital. Check out that Coaches Roundtable show. Video streamed live every Wednesday night at 7 from Sandy's Beef and Ale. It's made possible by Lower Bucks Hospital. Since 1954, Lower Bucks Hospital supporting the youth of our community. And don't forget that Coaches Roundtable show. It is brought to you by Fella Auto Group on Route 13 in Bristol. All right, and mention the Coaches Roundtable show and get this, you get $250 off any car. They take it right off the top. Mention the Coaches Roundtable show and get $250 right off the bat at Fella Auto Group on Route 13 in Bristol. We welcome them to Pennsbury Athletics, and we thank them for sponsoring that Coaches Roundtable show. And again, that's a pretty cool deal. $250 off any car. Just mention the high school Coaches Roundtable show on WBCB.
6 o'clock confirmed for next Friday at Falcon Field.
All right, hey, you can put a stop to grocery and convenience store prices always going up and up. Visit the Chance to Save Bargain Outlet Store, which is right near Pennsbury High School at 8720 New Falls Road. Hundreds of daily grocery items you and your family use every day, including cereal, fresh fruit and vegetables, snacks and pet food, and much more. Great deals, plus cleaning supplies, cookware, clothing, even baby supplies and furniture. Chance to Save Bargain Outlet, open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. They're open Saturdays and Sundays from 10 to 5. Again, 8720 New Falls Road in Levittown. That is right across the street from Pennsbury's baseball field. Put a stop to high prices. Visit Chance to Save Bargain Outlet. All right, we got Thursday night football, which is a bit unusual.
It's not on Amazon, on WBCB. No Al Michaels, though.
SOL Conference last week splitting the 8 non-league games that they had on opening night. North Penn, Central Bucks South, Central Bucks West, and Neshaminy getting wins, and Neshaminy squeaking past Emmaus in a great overtime win. And Falcons suffering a loss along with Abington, Penridge, and Central Bucks East. And yeah, we get ready to go here. You know, you look at how the league shapes up this year. Those Central Bucks teams, I think, are going to pack a punch once again in 2024. Both Central Bucks South and Central Bucks West with something to defend. Central Bucks South, they went 12-2 overall last season, but they didn't win the league. They did pick up a district title, and so they defend that. And Central Bucks West did pick up the league, but they lost the district, and they'll be defending that. Those games coming up at Pennsbury later this season. All right, stand by. We're going to step aside. Actually, we'll crank up our microphones for the national anthem. The Pennsbury Falcons visiting the Quakertown Panthers, and we've got it for you on the WBCB Sports Network. Again, both teams coming in with a first week loss. Next week, Falcons get to head home for the first time this season, taking on the Golden Hawks of Council Rock South.
They play in the alma mater?
I don't know.
I don't know the Quakertown alma mater.
This is it.
All right.
This is it.
Learn it, people.
Yeah, Council Rock South last week actually getting to play a home game on their own campus. They won 43-20 over Frankfurt under Friday Night Lights. But unfortunately for the Golden Hawks, that's going to be their only home game. They're going to be back at Walt Snyder Stadium. They typically play at Council Rock North, but they were able to have kind of a one-time game on campus, getting an opening week win, and that's the next week's matchup for the Falcons. Chris Irmer with Ben Goldstein, Makai Gundy, and Justin Lawrence. Defensive back number 6, make that number 9, Brady Martin. Falcons leaning on Henry Garlitz at quarterback, sophomore getting the start again, and it seems they're going to be really leaning on Jaden Bright and Jordan Brensinger. Hex Walker, who was featured in our Brush of Brilliance, don't see number 6 out there tonight, and we'll try to get you more on that if we can find out some info.
Yeah, we'll see what I can do. But Dante Ciola is the new tight end. You could maybe see Garlitz dropping back, looking for him a little bit tonight as well.
And here come the Panthers as they get set to take the field. The Panthers led by junior quarterback Brady Martin. Standout wide receiver Aiden Berge is another guy to keep our eyes on.
Are they going to run through that sign, or are they going to run around? There's a lot of space on the right of the. Oh, they're centering it a little bit.
Yeah, they're going right through the Quakertown Panther sign.
Sometimes we see them have the sign and they'll run around it.
Last year they got hurt by a tight end, this Panthers team. Andrew Olish, who's a Michigan commit, racked up 153 yards against the Panthers. Again, that was for Southern Lehigh, the Spartans getting the 31-13 first week win here on this field.
Michigan commit.
Yes.
Wow.
Gus, you hearing us?
Here we go. They ran right through it.
And here they are, the Quakertown Panthers, and we are getting closer to kickoff tonight. McCaffrey's game of the night.
If you're wondering, it was James Haas, the senior, that ran through the sign for those keeping track at home. So good for James.
Tonight's game brought to you by DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza. You know, we're going to have a partner party tonight. We got so much great sponsor energy. We want to make sure we really let everybody know all the great spots that we have supporting Pennsbury Falcon football, including DiLorenzo's, and really just outstanding pizza. Oh, man, Makai, help me out.
We got papers flying all over the place.
Yeah, that paper is – I got to get my paperweight here. Oh, thank you, Makai.
Yeah, it's a little windy tonight here at Alumni Field. Very cloudy. A little bit of wind.
I was talking with Coach Crocker, who's the kicking coach for the Pennsbury Falcons, about how his guys are looking tonight. Praised him, credited them with that great Chris Karamis punt last week. Asked him about Angelo Pereira's range today, and he said going with the wind, he feels like he can hit from 50. Going against the wind, he feels like he probably could hit from 40. Now, that's the kicking coach. I know Galen, with a more conservative
could you imagine
probably approach there. It will be Pennsbury to receive the opening kickoff tonight.
Could you imagine Pennsbury gets to the 40, see Pereira trot out there for I mean, what's the longest field goal you've seen in high school?
Oh, gosh.
Have you seen 50?
I mean, I remember from years and years ago, the Barr brothers who were at Neshaminy would hit from distance on the regular, but I don't know if, I can't remember a specific distance.
Nothing crazy like 50 or anything.
I think they probably did.
Wow.
Yeah. Those guys went to the NFL. All right, DiLorenzo's Pizza bringing you portions of tonight's game. They're right there at 8919 New Falls Road in Levittown, owned and operated by third-generation family member Tyler DiLorenzo. And Tyler uses the same recipes his great-grandparents did back in the 1940s in Trenton's famous Chambersburg section. Big thanks to DiLorenzo's for all their support of Pennsbury Falcon athletics. They make our post-game possible and pass along a gift certificate to our DiLorenzo's player of the game. So Falcons will receive the kick, and Brensinger dropping back to receive along with Lamar Kamjay. Those are the two deep guys. And the kicker for the Panthers is Dominic Pesce. And Pesce has it teed up and ready to go.
Are you ready?
Again, McCaffrey's game of the night on WBCB, thanks to the Pennsbury Football Parents Club. And hey, don't forget Fella Auto, supporting our Coaches Roundtable show and offering $250 off. Just mention the Coaches Roundtable show, and we are underway tonight. A low line drive kick that skips along the turf and is picked up by Kamjay. Turns it upfield to the 35 before he loses his footing, but a pretty nice return. And the Falcons will have it 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line.
That's pretty good field position to start off with. You got a nice block around the 20-25 range and cut up field for a little bit.
So Henry Garlett's out there with split end. Matt McGinty, their wingback, is Walker Murray, who's on the near side wing. Sets him down and hands the football off to Begley. Luke Begley with his first carry of the night, and just a yard there given up by the Panther defense.
Well, I think we've seen who's going to replace Walker, and it's going to be Luke Begley, carrying on the legendary Begley name that's been around for the last few years in Pennsbury football.
Nate Begley, John Begley, big contributions to this Pennsbury program over the last bunch of seasons. 2nd and 9, and the handoff goes to Jaden Bright, and Bright bottled up, and they hold him up. Gavin Mushrush, their outstanding linebacker, is there, and it is a 1-yard pickup, so a 3rd and 8 on the opening series for the Pennsbury Falcons. Typically, 3rd and long might be an opportunity to take to the air.
See what they do here. Ciola is lined up on the far or close side. Nope.
And it's a handoff. Jaden Bright gets the give and pushes it up to the 40, but that leaves Pennsbury looking at a 4th and 6, and a quick decision for Coach Snyder. They're going to kick it away.
Bringing up 4th down and 7.
So a 3 and out for the Falcons as Karamis ready to kick it away. Matthew Thomas, the deep man for the Panthers. It's a short kick, comes to the near side, takes a bounce back inside the field, and a nice Pennsbury hop across the 30, almost back to the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 26, and that's where the Panthers will take over with their first drive of the game.
Took a nice bounce for Pennsbury, bounced about 5 yards back from where it initially landed, and they surrounded it, corralled it.
Quakertown for the first time will go to the offense. 1st and 10. Ball resting at the 26-yard line.
And the Panthers, led by Brady Martin.
Number 9,
and they'll give some different looks for the Falcons to contend with. Show some wing tee, some spread formation. Right now, just one receiver split to the far side. And on 1st and 10, Brady Martin under center, pitches it out. And not much there. Whiteley with the give. Stop made by Liam Davis.
Number 44, Walker Murray.
Walker Murray also in there. Murray with 15 tackles last week against the Concrete Kids, and his 1 sack resulting in the only Pennsbury points as it was in the end zone for a safety. Whiteley on the right of Martin. Calls for it and will throw a quick one out to the flat. It's complete, but not a big gain
Maybe one.
Up to the 30. They actually a little bit more than I thought. They will pick up a couple of yards.
Number 22, Jackson Kennelly.
He hits Kennelly, and they've got it now to the 30. And that is a 3rd and 5 coming up. They call it 3rd and 6.
From the 30-yard line.
As we're just under the 9-minute mark here in the first quarter, a quick hitter up the gut, and that's going to be enough for a Panther first down. Whiteley with a burst. Stop made by Luke Bagley, but it is enough to move the sticks.
8-yard gain on that run, cut right up the middle.
Gain of 8 yards on the play and a Panther first down.
It's our first down of tonight's game. Panthers from their own 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Martin fakes a handoff and then gives to the second man through. That's Schelbenhofer.
Number 23, Tyler Scheibenhofer.
I know, it's Scheibenhofer up across the 40-yard line.
It's a mouthful.
He's up to the 43.
Number 25, Ray Vereen on the tackle.
5-yard pickup. 2nd and 5 for the Panthers. Vereen with the stop for the Falcons. Vereen in that whip linebacker position had a great special teams play that we highlighted in our pregame activities. There's a give off the end, and the Falcons are there for it. Bagley, one of the first guys there. Karamis also in on the tackle. And now the Panthers looking at a 3rd and 4. And if the Falcons can get a stop, they can maybe stall this drive out.
3rd down.
Split to the wide side is Aiden Berge. Dangerous senior wide receiver. They'll look to the near side though. The pass is tipped but still completed. Tipped at the line of scrimmage, but somehow it still gets to Gavin Mushrush, who makes the grab and picks up another Panther first down.
Number 5, Lamar Kemj.
Kemj pushed him out.
Yeah, it was a really nice play to bounce back off the deflection
On the play and a Panther first down.
and make the catch, cut upfield. 10-yard gain. Martin's 2 for 2 passing.
Falcons now pushed into their own end. Ball at the Pennsbury 46-yard line. Shotgun snap, nice. Give up the middle. Not a lot there for Whiteley.
Carry made by number 44, Eden Whiteley.
Karamis in there, and Liam Davis also under the pile.
Birkenstam on the tackle. 1-yard gain.
And they
2nd and 9 at the 45.
also give credit to Jake Birkenstam. Birkenstam moving in, replacing Ciola here, who now playing tight end, and Birkenstam taking over at the defensive end spot. Man in motion. They give on the counter. The ball is loose. And I think the Falcons have it.
Yep.
Pennsbury getting a turnover.
Yeah,
the Panthers fumble, and Karamis comes up with a loose ball.
Yeah, ball went out, and he jumped right on top of us, right at his feet, dove down, got the ball, began the dog pile, and Karamis came out with it. That's a break. That's the break Pennsbury's been looking for over the past few games. They were the ones giving the ball away, and now they get the favorite return. Quakertown loses it.
Yeah, they didn't get a lot of breaks last week, and here they come up with the fumble. Garlett sets him down. Hands off to Jaden Bright. And Bright up the middle.
Number 20, Jaden Bright on the carry.
Picks up 4 tough yards. 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. 2nd and 6 from the
Jake Parada comes racing in with the play as we get down to the 6-minute mark in the first quarter.
Really fast-moving game so far.
Second opportunity for the Falcons to get the football. Give up the middle again to Bright. And this time bottled up. Nowhere to go.
We got a 1.
Aiden Whiteley, their senior running back, also making a big stop on defense. putting the Falcons in another difficult third down situation, 3rd and 6. And last time they were in 3rd and 8, they decided to give the football to Bright.
It's Bright vaguely behind. So.
It is Bright in the backfield with Luke in a muffed snap. The ball is loose, fumbled on the center quarterback exchange. The Panthers are saying they have it, and they do. Whoop, hold on.
Recovered
Yes,
by Quakertown.
it is recovered by Quakertown with 5:08 to go in the first quarter. So
comes up with the football.
the teams exchange fumbles,
Oh.
and the Panthers are kind of right back where they were when they lost it.
Yeah, literally just cancel out everything.
49.
Little. I mean, Pennsbury got the break, and now they have a bad break.
And that's just one of those fundamental things. You got to get that center quarterback exchange nice and clean. Didn't have it that time as Brady Martin from the gun. Low snap. He looks downfield and lets
Nice
it go.
pass.
Good coverage downfield. Rue Costa
Brady Martin
there
pass intended for
with
Costa,
Matthew
but
Thomas,
incomplete.
who was the intended
Second
target.
down.
And there was quite a bit of contact downfield. Officials don't throw a flag, but you might hear some of the displeasure from the Panthers side of the field.
Yeah, and I think it's a good call to not throw the flag there. I don't know if that ball was getting caught anyway. It's a little overthrown, a little high, and Mukasta was very tight defensively. Good tight defense by him.
A good job as that secondary is tested for the first time tonight with that throw down the seam. Martin puts a man in motion and now throws to the near side, completes it.
Brady Martin pass completed to number
Ray
22,
Vereen
Jackson Kennelly.
puts a shoulder into Jackson Kennelly and knocks him out of bounds.
Lamar Capjay with the
But a pickup of about 6 will put the Panthers in a 3rd and 3. They'll call it 3rd
gain
and
of
3.
7, second, make that
Last
third
week,
down.
Gavin Taff, Northampton's quarterback threw for 175 yards against Pennsbury. So far, Martin on 3 completions is 21. So testing the secondary here in these first 2 games.
3rd and 3 from the Falcon 44.
There it is
They'll
again.
throw another ball that's tipped, and this time it goes over the intended target, incomplete. I think that was Karamis who got a paw on that ball. He might have been the guy who got a piece of the other one as well. And 4th and 3 for the Panthers. Decision time coming up for Coach Banis, and
They're going to punt it
seems
away.
like he's happy to play a little field position.
Yeah. Karamis all over the field tonight so far. I guess we're calling it 2 tips, recovered a fumble.
Cam J back to receive for the Falcons, stands at the Pennsbury 9. And a
Number 4,
nice
Evan
spiraling
Mooney,
kick
punting on 4th
from
down.
Evan Mooney. The ball loose, picked up by Cam J. Little stutter step, tries to find a hole, but the Panther coverage team
With the return
is able to get to him
Falcons.
at the 20-yard line. And the Falcons will get this drive going at their own 20 with 4:37 to go first quarter.
An old touchback at the 20.
Tonight's game brought to you by Charcoal BYOB. If you're looking for creative food dishes, beautiful river views, and a down-to-earth American cafe, check out Charcoal BYOB, overlooking the Delaware in Yardley. Bring a bottle of your favorite wine. Enjoy exceptional cuisine created by executive chef brothers Mark and Eric Plusha. Charcoal BYOB. Check out their menu at charcoalbyob.com. Handoff on 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Pickup of a couple.
34, Luke Bagley. on
Again,
the
it's
carry.
Luke Bagley with the
Jackson
handoff,
Kennelly and Owen Richline.
and it looks like they just give him 1 yard. Falcons not finding a lot of open space on the offense so far, offensive side of the football so far.
And the defensive line on Quakertown's been eating them up so far.
Garlett's hands off to Bright, and Bright
Jaden Bright on the
bangs
carry.
right into Jackson
Owen
Kennelly,
Richline, number 55 on the
and the
tackle.
junior linebacker with a good hit right at the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
And no gain, a little gain, 3rd and 6.
Okay.
from the 24.
Ball on the Falcon 24-yard line. Garlitz from under center gives on a counter. And is that Brensinger? No, that was Bagley. And although you're trying to take advantage of the pursuit for the Panthers on that counter, they did not bite and stayed home. Good job by Quakertown, and they'll force another Karamis kick.
From the 26.
Kicks it away. Nice spiraling high kick. Comes down at the 30. Fair catch called for and made by Matthew Thomas.
That's a really good kick.
No question about it. Flips the field, puts the Panthers back in their own end with under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Still no score in the McCaffrey's game of the night. McCaffrey's Food Market's exceptional every day. A big thanks also to BAI Security. More than securing your home or business, BAI Security, the locally owned and operated security company, offers personal service, quality security solutions. Check out BAInow.com. A pitch out to Whiteley on first down. Tracked down from behind by Andrew Dale, but it's a pickup of 5 for Quakertown.
Number 50, Andrew Dale on the tackle.
Well, Whiteley looks like the number 1 option in the backfield so far. 5 rushes, 16 yards. You also have how are we pronouncing this last name?
Scheibenhofer
has a rush.
There's a quick hitter up the middle.
Carry made for the Panthers.
And enough
by number 25,
for a Quakertown first down.
Brought down by his number 25,
picked up by Reisner.
Ray Vereen.
And Ray Vereen with the stop, but you want those runs to be stopped by the guys up front. And the Panthers getting to the second level of defense, picking up a first down. They've got it at their own 43. As we're under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, still no score here tonight. Thursday Night Lights on WBCB. They fake the handoff, give to Whiteley on the counter, and number 44 meets number 44 of Pennsbury, Walker Murray.
That's not someone you want to meet up the middle.
Gain of 1.
Murray with another stop. It's a 1 yard gain. They call it a 2 yard gain. Second and 8.
Second and 8 from the 45.
There's a lot of action behind us.
Ball on the Quakertown 45. Yeah,
what's going on back here?
The Panther student section is making some noise back there.
These look like middle schoolers.
A throw is complete. Gets it again to Gavin Mushrush. Martin to Mushrush down to the 40-yard line. Nice little cut by Mushrush.
Walker Murray with the tackle.
Murray with another stop, but it's another first down for Quakertown.
15-yard gain.
15 yards on the passing play. And a Panther
kind of cut it right up the middle.
First and 10 from the Pennsbury 40.
Well, it looked dangerous. A little floater over the middle towards some white shirts were around it, but
Martin pitches out to Whiteley. Whiteley following some blockers. He's up across the 30 and down inside the 20. Finally stopped by Karamis, but it's Quakertown to the 15-yard line. They're inside the red zone with 18 seconds to go in the first quarter, threatening for our first score of the night. And timeout taken by the Pennsbury Falcons.
Gain of 24 there, and Whiteley's up to 42 yards on the night.
Here at Alumni Field on the campus of Quakertown Area High School. I guess we're just off campus, actually. This is in...
Yeah, there's an elementary school behind us.
We're a couple of blocks away from the high school. Tonight's game brought to you by Jammer Doors and Windows, a 4th-generation Local family-owned business since 1920, offering Raynor garage doors and openers. The finest garage doors and openers, and Jammer also carries entry doors, patio doors, and windows. Sales, service, and install, they do it all. Jammer Doors and Windows, they do their own installation using no subcontractors, and that means fairer prices, more pride in their work, both residential and commercial. They do sales and service. Visit Jammer Doors and Windows at their showroom, 2850 Brunswick Avenue, Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville. Their Yardley showroom in the Grist Mill at 10 North Main Street is open by appointment. Call 215-493-7709. Falk out of the timeout now. Martin from the gun, looking into the end zone, has his man, and it's incomplete. Aiden Berge looked like he had a little step on the defender, and the ball overthrown.
He cut past one defender, and then Sean Beatty picked him up in the corner of the end zone. Ball was just a little overthrown.
Brings up 2nd and 10, but they're kind of going for it after the big pickup right there, trying to go right into the end zone on 1st down. 2nd and 10. The give on the counter to Kennelly. Kennelly takes it to the 10.
It's another new name. Another name.
And that's the end of quarter number 1. Quakertown at the 10-yard line when we get back to action here on WBCB. No score between the Pennsbury Falcons and the Quakertown Panthers, and we'll be back in just a moment with more on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Kevin Nolan from Nolan Painting. Choosing the right color is critical in the painting process. Our color consultants will help you pick and choose the right color, and our professional painters will apply it with precision. NolanPainting.com, improving homes and neighborhoods since 1979. Hi, I'm Kevin Nolan from Nolan Painting. We paint over 2,500 homes a year, and as you can see in our reviews, we have lots and lots of satisfied customers. So I always say, if you're not happy, we're not happy. It's because we care so much that we provide 100% customer satisfaction. We're going to put a lot of care and effort in what we do. We're going to do a super neat and clean job. Really, that's been the secret of our success. I don't think there's a company out there that provides better customer service than Nolan Painting. Nolan Painting, improving homes and neighborhoods since 1979.
All right, we get back to it. McCaffrey's game of the night on WBCB. McCaffrey's Food Markets, exceptional every day. And as we begin the second quarter, Panthers with the football on the Falcon 10 with a 3rd and 4. And looks like they're going to bring everybody in tight. Brady Martin takes the snap, gives to Whiteley. Whiteley to the 5. And that's going to be enough for a goal-to-go situation. Quakertown, 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Walker Murray with yet another tackle. But the Falcons need to mount a goal line stand.
It's not going to be easy against Whiteley, who's been electric on the ground tonight so far. He's behind in the backfield.
And gets the handoff. Whiteley
and he's in.
Jumping over a tackler and into the end zone. A 5-yard touchdown strike. And the Panthers lead it 6-0 with 11:30 to go in the second quarter.
Well, Whiteley has now surpassed 50 yards on the night through 9 rushes, and that's kind of what he's been doing all night, is running right through the middle, getting through that Pennsbury defensive line. He got right through.
Now Dominic PC out there to try to add an extra point. Kicks out of the hold of Whalen. It's up and good. So we come back up the field with the score 7-0 Quakertown as we're just underway in the second quarter McCaffrey's Game of the Night on WBCB, brought to you by Kramer's Bakery in Yardley, baking things great since 1946. Handmade baked goods made fresh daily on the premises. Kramer's features custom cakes, dessert cakes with real fruit, cheesecakes, Danish, pastry. They do their own fresh donuts, muffins, and more, including fresh bread and rolls. Kramer's Bakery also has dessert trays, perfect for the office, corporate affairs, or gifts. Breakfast trays, cookie trays, they've got it at Kramer's Bakery, 14 East Afton Avenue in Yardley. Open Mondays from 9 to 6, Tuesday through Saturday open 7 to 7, Sundays open 7 to 6. Remember, everything is baked right on the premises for Kramer's Bakery. So 7-0, and back deep for the Pennsbury Falcons, Brensinger and Cam J.
Coming in from the side.
PC approaches, kicks that one down to about the 13. Brensinger trying to get to the edge on the near side, has a lane up to the 30, 35, 40. Actually ran into Cam J, or looked like he lost a little bit of momentum as he was trying to come down the field, but a nice return, good field position for the Falcons. They'll say he got it up to the 39.
And Birkenstein got a nice block at the 20, created a hole for Brensinger to run through, and then kind of got taken out by his own teammate, but it's a good start to this drive. Still looking for the first offensive score of the season.
And first downs have been scarce tonight for the Falcons. Garlitz gives to Brensinger. He hasn't had a lot of touches. Tries to turn it upfield. And there's 3 Quakertown defenders there, including Kennelly and Richwine.
That was Brensinger's first touch of the night.
He was one of the guys to go over 100 yards last week against Northampton. So far tonight, it's been Luke Bagley and Jaden Bright, and that's who's in the backfield now for Garlitz. 2nd and 9.
Got tripped up or something.
And that play really never had a chance to go anywhere. Jaden Bright with the carry, and they'll give him a yard, which brings up 3rd and 9.
Cut right through the middle. Must have gotten tripped or something in front. A human right down.
Falcons have been in a 3rd and 8, a 3rd and 6 tonight, and no surprise that they're keeping the ball on the ground with their ground and pound kind of wing tee approach. And this time they try to pitch out to Brensinger, looking for running room out on the outside, and he's going to be close to a first down. They'll mark him at the 49, and that's enough for a Pennsbury Falcon first down. Well, that's going to be actually really close. They're saying it's 4th down.
Ooh, yeah.
It's 4th and like a foot.
If that.
Well, that was a tough spot. The official was right on top of it. I thought he had gotten up just a little bit further.
I wouldn't call that a foot, Chris. I'd call that
a couple of inches.
Approximately 6.355439 inches.
They just need to get across that line. And to do that, they go right up the gut, push it across the 50. Pennsbury with a first down. Comes with 9.5 to go. Second quarter, as they're up to the Quakertown 49.
Bright got that handoff blasted right through the line and just kind of dove through and got it.
Yeah, one thing for Jaden Bright, kind of a big workload, and when you have all those runs between the tackles, those can mount up, but he's up to the job. Here, a pitch out to Brensinger, looking for running room on the near side. He turns it up at the 45, and he dives forward near the 40-yard line.
That was the same exact play that they ran where he gained 9 yards, but just to the opposite side, and it's another big gain. I like that play, Chris.
Yeah, this time they came towards us, and using the speed, athleticism of Brensinger.
A gain of 9 and a gain of 8 on the hitch.
Guy got some giddy up.
He do.
2nd and 2, another muffed exchange on the snap, and the Panthers again say they came up with it, and the officials say yes, it is Quakertown Panther football. And as they unpile, the guy with the ball was Reisner. Kyler Reisner comes up with it. That's the second problem with that snap, and the second fumble tonight for the Falcons.
Looks like he might have been saying something to the line judge. I'm not sure, maybe somebody jumped, got their hand on the ball.
Panthers take over at their own 39, 1st and 10. Martin is going to fake the pitch, give up the middle, but the Falcons stay strong up the gut. Andrew Dale there with the tackle. Andrew Dale also crediting Karamis.
I'm going to go back to that fumble really quickly. Pennsbury looked like they had something going for them. Had 2 big plays from Brentsinger, some nice rushes by Bright, and it's just another momentum killer with another loose ball taken away from him. It seems like it's happening very constantly.
2nd and 8. The pitch out goes to Whiteley. Whiteley loses his footing around the 42 and falls forward. He's up to the 44-yard line. 3rd and 5 here for the Quakertown Panthers. Quakertown last week falling to Southern Lehigh here at home. Falcons with a loss to Northampton in their opening week action. You got double coverage out here on Berge, and it looked like that was where they wanted to go with the football. They do throw towards Berge. It's low and incomplete, and the Falcons kind of had him blanketed.
Yeah, Antonio Pelham was on him, and then Martin started to run towards our way on that ball, and Pelham went after him, left the receiver open, but a low throw caused the incompletion.
And that incompletion leads to a Quakertown punt, 4th and 5. And back to kick it away is Mooney, low snap. He's got it, and an end-over-end kick. A sharp angle to that far side of the field. It goes out of bounds, and they're going to say it went out of bounds at the 25-yard line. I mean, the guy caught it at the 25. That must have gone out of bounds closer to the 30.
I don't know. It was a nice catch by Coach, though.
Yeah.
But.
Or, I mean.
Unless it literally cut out right there, and it was just like.
I guess so. The officials are right on top of it, and they set the Falcons up at their own 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Ben, like you said, they had a little momentum on their last drive, moving the football, but then a problem with the center quarterback exchange led to their second fumble, and now they want to try to get things going here. Under 7 minutes to go in the first half. The give to Brentsinger. Try to step through a tackle, but got brought down. Looked like there was a lot of running room there. Owen Wynn, though, successful in his attempt to bring Brentsinger to the turf.
In the last 6 quarters, Pennsbury has 6 turnovers.
And we mentioned
that's the whole season, Chris.
Our Trentonian pregame show, that is something they really have to clean up. Tonight's turnovers are coming in a different way than they did last week. Last week it was running back fumbles. Here, trouble with the quarterback exchange on the snap. Here, Brentsinger to the outside, to the 30. Running room along the near side, up to the 40-yard line before he is banged out of bounds by Cannelli.
There's that hitch again, and he got good blocks in front of him by, I think it was number 65, but we don't have it. Oh, it was O'Brien.
Yes.
Who just got moved to the line, and now he's making good blocks.
Helped to spring Brentsinger right there.
A new number, too, for the kid. I was a little confused, and I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Gives the Falcons another first down. Now Walker Murray over to the near side wing. Brentsinger and Bright in the back there, and a quick hitter up the gut to Jaden Bright. And Bright up near the 50-yard line. And there you see things starting to click for the Pennsbury offense. As the blocks were there, Bright was able to burst right through a nice-sized hole and picks up 6 yards, 2nd and 4
You'd like to see more of it.
Football at the Falcon
We've seen it.
49. Garlitz sets him down. Again, the give to Bright. And Jaden close to a Falcon first down. Depends on the spot. And they do say,
Yep.
a first down for Pennsbury. Comes with 5:27 to go in the first half of play. Panthers, the only score, a touchdown for Aiden Whiteley.
At the Panther 47.
Everybody in tight. The give is to Brensinger on the counter, but that play took a little bit too long to develop, and penetrating in there is Kyler Reisner. And Reisner gets to Brensinger before he can really get going.
He went diving through and corralled Brensinger.
Second down.
Loss
again,
of 3.
Falcons show some things, but now a loss on first down, 2nd and 13, and they're back to midfield.
Oh.
And now throwing downfield to Walker Murray, and unable to bring that one in is Murray. A nice throw from Garlitz.
Yeah, that was right there for Walker Murray. He wasn't able to get onto it, but that's a really encouraging sign. Pennsbury going for the pass a little deeper as well, and really good throw from Garlitz. Just Murray was a little turned around on it.
And opening up the offense, I think, is going to open up things
Yeah,
for the run game.
He was wide open, too.
But Murray seemed like kind of trying to make an adjustment on that ball, and just unable to bring that one in, which leads to 3rd and 13. Garlitz from under center, pitch out to Brensinger. Brensinger gets a block, but pushed out of bounds.
Brensinger on the carry.
Great individual effort by Aiden Whiteley.
Taking him out of bounds.
Whiteley with a diving stop. Pushed him out at the 40. And so it's 4th and 4.
4th down and 3 from the 40.
And with the football in Quakertown territory, Falcons going for it.
Watch another pitch.
They need
Pitch out
3
to
yards.
Brensinger. Yep.
There it is. The pitch out. Gets a block, cuts it upfield, hurdles one tackler before being brought down by Whiteley from behind, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for the Pennsbury Falcons. Another first down.
Did you like that call on that one, Chris?
Pretty good. Who are you, Tony Romo?
I might be.
Football now up to the 31-yard line.
Except I'm no cowboy.
Ben Nostradamus here as we get down to the 4-minute mark of the second quarter.
I think you're going to see a lot of that Brensinger pitch outs this season. It's getting them a lot of yardage tonight. It's been very effective.
Finding some opportunities there to the edge. Garlitz drops back, looks downfield to throw. He's flushed from the pocket. Didn't have anywhere to go with the ball. Takes a wicked hit towards the sideline, and the flag comes out.
Yeah.
Taken down by number 25, Kyler Reisner.
Yeah, he had nobody to throw to on the opposite side of the field. Everyone was kind of covered, and then
Holding penalty on.
And it's a holding call against the Falcons. Reisner with the hit over there. But the Falcons, another thing that hurt them last week against the Concrete Kids, some costly penalties. And that will set them back to the 40-yard line. So 1st and 20.
First 20 from the
At the Panther 41. Garlitz with a pitch out to Brensinger. That time the pitch was just a little bit behind the back, and that is all you need to kind of mess up the timing. It allowed Kyler Reisner to get in there and make the stop.
it was kind of behind him a little bit. Brensinger had to go across body with his arm, and it was kind of awkward. Didn't get much on it. Did you get anything?
And
no.
Now back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 20.
This kid dressed up as a hot dog. There's a lot going on behind us. It's like a
Pay
party.
attention to the field, Ben.
I saw someone in a hot dog.
On
Whoa.
the counter, Bright up the middle, up to the 35-yard line before he gets his legs taken out from him. But
Lightly on the tackle.
a 3rd and 15
Gain of 6 on the play.
here for Pennsbury. Under 3 minutes to go. First half, McCaffrey's game of the night on WBCB. Brought to you by the Pennsbury Football Parents Club, issuing a final call for business sponsorships in their game day program ads. Visit pensburyfootball.org. Find out more details. Garlitz
There it
pitches
is.
out to Brensinger. He's got some open room there, but Panthers get to him after a 5-yard pickup, and that leaves Pennsbury needing about 10 yards on 4th down. And this might be a chance for Angelo Pereira, maybe. This would be close to that 50-yard.
Be 40-yarder.
Yeah, and this is the side of the field where you're getting. Actually, the wind has died down a little bit, but
Yeah, I mean, it's still blowing, but they're not going to kick it.
no, 4th and 10, and they're lining up to go for it.
Could be
Brensinger and Bright in the backfield. A little bit of a delay with that snap, and Garlitz throws to Walker Murray, and he hits him along the far sideline, complete down to the 10, and the Falcons convert on 4th and 9, and Walker Murray has him in a goal-to-go situation. That time they ran, it looked like that same type of play. They ran it the first time to the near side, this time to the far side, and they able to get it this time.
Yeah, Murray was down the line, had somebody near him, but had space, made a nice catch. Not only can he make 10 to 20 tackles, but he can make a nice play on the offense.
Garlitz gives to Bright, up the middle, down to the 5. He falls forward close to the end zone, but he's about a couple of yards short.
13.
He's at the
2nd and goal from the 2-yard line.
Gain of 8. 2nd and goal at the 2.
And the other thing, every time you see Garlitz drop back to pass, when he lets it go, he throws a really nice ball.
Yeah.
2-game sample size, but his throws have been accurate. And now he's got him down to the goal line. The give is to Bright,
Nope.
and he's got a yard, but they needed 2. He's still a yard short.
Gain of a yard.
3rd and goal from the 1.
I'll tell you, Henry Garlitz has been throwing dimes since I was on his flag football team. I didn't get many passes as the center, but when I got them right there and I chugged the field, I got some good first downs.
And this might be an opportunity for Garlitz to score on a QB keeper or a sneak
Little
if they
tush
opt
push?
for that.
Nope.
No, instead, the give is to Bright. Bright into the end zone for a touchdown. The Pennsbury Falcons on the scoreboard with 18 seconds remaining in the first half. And Jaden Bright strikes from 1 yard out.
We have an offensive score
It's
for the
our
Pennsbury
first,
Falcons.
Yeah, indeed. And now it'll be Pereira
First
trying
time
to
we've
add
seen
the extra point.
First time we've seen Pereira shoot for one through the uprights. He had a great season last year as the sophomore, and he continues it as a junior. Into the street. Oh,
Extra
here
point
comes a car.
is good. Look out there if you're driving by.
Yeah.
7-7 our score as we come back up the field with 18 seconds remaining in the first half. And tonight's game brought to you by Fella Auto Group. Don't forget to watch our Coaches Roundtable every Wednesday, and that is brought to you in part by Fella Auto Group on Route 13 in Bristol. And you mentioned the Coaches Roundtable show, you get $250 off any car. Just mention the Coaches Roundtable and get $250 off. Get it right off the bat at Fella Auto Group on Route 13 in Bristol. Tonight's game also brought to you by Villa Rosa. Come back home, traditional Italian cuisine and pizza. Come back to Villa Rosa in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center in Yardley at 661 Heacock Road. We thank Villarosa for their long-standing support of Pennsbury Falcon Athletics. Pereira with a high end-over-end kick that comes down in the field of play, but then takes a bounce out of bounds, and that'll draw a procedure penalty.
With the kickoff following the touchdown.
And they'll give the Panthers some decent position, but only 18 seconds before halftime.
Let's see what they can come up here with. They had that one deep pass that they went to. They could try that again. It was complete. Got some good yardage on it.
Quakertown scoring at the beginning of this second quarter, and Pennsbury responding here as we get close to halftime. And
Quakertown will get the ball at the
there's really not enough time to put together a drive. So I imagine that Quakertown is going to keep it relatively conservative here, and
they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
Here's my Tony Romo guess is that this is going to Whiteley.
Okay.
They got everybody spread out, though. 3 receivers for Martin, who operates here from the gun, but he's got Whiteley there flanking him on one side. Well, not a give. They look downfield, and it's intercepted. Walker Murray picks up. He's up to the 50, cuts back at the 40-yard line, and Walker Murray finally brought down at the 20. The Falcons with another turnover. Walker Murray with the interception, and they have 5 seconds maybe to see if Angelo Pereira will come out, kick a field goal, or take a strike at the end zone.
He had a great catch on offense, and now another great catch on defense. He can do it all, Walker Murray. A great leaping catch went through the hands of a Quaker Panther, and Murray came with it, and it's hard to take him down. He's a big man chugging down that field.
And they do send out Angelo Pereira. He's kind of late to get out there, and the Falcons are going to have to burn a timeout, which I think Coach Snyder was hoping he was going to get his kicker out there, but no harm, no foul, I think. With 5 seconds left, you're not going to hold on to that timeout, so they utilize it, and it looks like Pereira is setting up for
30. It'll be from
30-something from the 20?
Looks like it. I think so.
Remember, folks,
That's where the ball is.
Right now, so they'll be back to the 20. It'll be a 37-yard attempt.
Okay.
field makeover to one deserving school.
Kicking out of the hold of Caden Brown, and now the wind picks up a little bit, which
Just going the other way.
doesn't seem like a big help, but I think that's blowing. He's kicking it into the wind.
Well, they said his range from 40. We got a flag.
Ball is down. The kick is up, and that is good, but the whistle, the play
Play's dead.
play is dead. Timeout by Quakertown.
I heard a whistle.
So they're going to put 5 seconds back up on the clock. And as much as that maybe freezes a kicker, and we just saw Pereira split the uprights on that one, also maybe gives a guy some confidence. He just hit the kick.
Do you believe in the icing the kicker?
I mean, it can, I don't, it's like 50-50. 50% of the time it works, 50% of the time it doesn't work. That's always, when you see a kick go through the uprights and then you got to go back and do it again. I do think there's some psychological stuff that can start to
double doink.
Enter a kicker's process here.
Double doink, they iced them and then missed.
Good snap, good
That one's
placement,
good,
and another nice kick by Pereira. It's good. A 37-yard field goal for Angelo Pereira gives the Falcons a 10-7 lead as we time.
It's the first Falcon lead of the season, and Angelo Pereira is automatic from almost wherever he's kicking the ball. And when I talked to him after his game winner last year against Central Bucks, he broke it down for me. Snap, hold, kick. That's about it, and that's what happened right there. Went right through the uprights. He don't need no ice because he's got ice in his veins.
Yeah, they're not able to ice. Angelo Pereira hits the field goal and gives the Pennsbury Falcons 10-7 advantage as we are at half Don't forget to watch that Coaches Roundtable show brought to you in part by Fella Auto Group on Route 13 in Bristol. Mention the Coaches Roundtable, get $250 off right off the bat at Fella Auto Group on Route 13 in Bristol. And tonight's game also brought to you by Lower Bucks Hospital, who also helped to power the Coaches Roundtable show at Sandy's Beef and Ale. And Lower Bucks Hospital since 1954 supported the youth of the community. All right, we're going to step aside and return. Take a look at first half stats. Get you ready for second half action. The Pennsbury Falcons with a 10-7 lead over the Quakertown Panthers. We're back with more on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Kevin Nolan from Nolan Painting. We paint over 2,500 homes a year. And as you can see in our reviews, we have lots and lots of satisfied customers. So I always say, if you're not happy, we're not happy. It's because we care so much that we provide 100% customer satisfaction. We're going to put a lot of care and effort in what we do. We're going to do a super neat and clean job. Really, that's been the secret of our success. I don't think there's a company out there that provides better customer service than Nolan Painting. Nolan Painting, improving homes and neighborhoods since 1979.
At Penn Community Bank, we're in the business of building thriving communities. That means making sure businesses like yours have the banking and lending support they need to grow. From loans to meet your needs, no matter the industry or project size, to cash flow tools that put your money to work for you every day. We know better than anyone, your success is our community success. Penn Community Bank. Here we grow. Learn more at penncommunitybank.com/business.
If anyone thinks cancer is going to define you, they've got another thing coming. We know you are more than someone healing their heart. At Trinity Health, we know the importance of seeing the person behind the patient, the fear, the joy, the journey. Bringing you the expert medical teams and state-of-the-art technological advancements of a national health system, along with the personalized care that helps you feel better. Because we see all of you. An injured knee might look pretty simple, but there's a whole person behind that injury. One who misses the feel of his jump shot and spending time with friends on the court. It's not enough just to heal. He needs to get back out there. At Trinity Health, we're here to help you reach your goals. We combine all the knowledge and expertise of a national health system with personalized healthcare that treats the individual behind the injury. Because we see all of you.
Puss and Boots Tavern on Trenton Road in Fairless Hills is better than ever. Sit down, relax on their outdoor patio, and try their award-winning burgers and sandwiches. Visit their takeout store for all of your favorite takeout. And it's not just food. You can also stock up on beer, soda, cigars, snacks, and a variety of convenience items. Call 215-295-8236 to place your order or have them host your next party or affair. Get out and enjoy the summer weather today at Puss and Boots Tavern.
BCWSA customers, former Phillies pitcher Tommy Green here. I played on the 1993 National League champs, so I know a thing or two about what it's like playing on a winning team. BCWSA has all the ingredients. They make it easy for their customers to get automatic updates by text, email, or phone anytime there is a disruption in your service area. You can even customize your alerts by going to bcwsa.net. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, your partner for a safer environment. BCWSA, proven. This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. And here's the pitch. BCWSA water and sewer customers, you have a new and improved option to pay your bill that's convenient, reliable, and secure. Powered by Invoice Cloud, you can pay your bill 24/7 online, pay by text or phone, or sign up for AutoPay to avoid fees for late or missed payments. Visit bcwsa.net to sign up or for more info. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, proven.
When it comes to plumbing, there's only one trusted name for your home or business. That's Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown. Whether it's drains, water heaters, faucets, or sewers, Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown can solve all of your plumbing problems. Time-tested and punctual since 1984. It's Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown. Call them at 215-943-1776. That's 215-943-1776 for Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown, a proud supporter of high school athletics in Bucks County.
One of the top producing real estate groups in the Yardley-Makefield area is the Kim Rock Group. Kim lives in the Yardley area and knows its real estate market. The Kim Rock Group is the #1 team at Keller Williams Langhorne office, which is also the #1 office in Bucks County. Over a decade of experience in selling and investing in local real estate makes Kim the perfect choice to list your home. Licensed in both Pennsylvania and New Jersey, the Kim Rock Group has you covered for all of your real estate needs. For more information, visit thekimrockgroup.com. That's thekimrockgroup.com.
Welcome back to Quakertown Area High School. Panthers and the Pennsbury Falcons with some high school football on WBCB. Pennsbury with a late field goal as time expired in the first half to enjoy a 10-7 time lead. And the first score of the evening went to Quakertown right at the beginning of the second quarter, 11:30 to go in the half, and they were able to get Aiden Whiteley with a 5-yard touchdown run to make it 7-0 after the extra point. Falcons slowly, it seemed like they got stuff starting to click, Ben, and you saw some big runs from Jaden Bright. They had a throw down the field to Walker Murray, which helped them drive for their only touchdown so far of the season, culminating in a 1-yard touchdown run. They got it right down to the goal line, and Jaden Bright knocked it in, did the rest.
Yeah, and a big part of this Pennsbury offense tonight has been their pitch that they've been doing to Jordan Brensinger. I actually called one of those. 2 of them have gone 10-plus yards. They've done it a bunch of times. It's gotten them big yardage, and that's been a big play for them tonight, and it led up to that score that they had with Jaden Wright and the big pass down to Walker Murray. Starting to click for the offense.
You know, I'll say this game maybe a little bit sloppy. Still, we're in the early part of the football season. But Pennsbury having some trouble with the center quarterback exchange. That's no good. And some problems with the Quakertown also with some big-time turnovers, including a series right at the end of the first half where they try to throw down the middle of the field. Martin overshot the target, and Walker Murray was right there. Athletic play. It wasn't like it was right to him. He jumps up in the air, comes down with the ball. A nice return to set the Falcons up for that field goal right at the end of the half.
And Angelo Pereira, cash money per usual. And, sloppy, but a good, encouraging half on offense and defense for Pennsbury.
And still things to work on, as you mentioned, Ben, towards the end of the first half. It'll be the Quakertown Panthers to receive the kickoff to start the second half when we get back to action. And game on WBCB, thanks to Charcoal BYOB. Great spot over there. If you're looking for creative food dishes with beautiful river views in a down-to-earth American cafe, visit Charcoal BYOB overlooking the Delaware. And they are seasonally inspired. You bring a bottle of your favorite wine and enjoy exceptional cuisine created by executive chef brothers Mark and Eric Plesha. Charcoal, open Monday through Sunday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For info and to check out the menu, charcoalbyob.com. Charcoal BYOB on River Road overlooking the Delaware.
If I had $1 for every kid I saw with bleached blonde hair behind me, I could buy a lot of things in the snack stand. Is that like the thing up here? Bleaching your hair blonde? Like, it's kind of crazy.
I don't know. There's a lot of activity
There's
back there.
a lot going on behind us and a lot of blonde hair, and it's like kind of strange.
Thanks to Champion Doors and Windows, a 4th-generation local family business since 1920. Raynor Garage Doors, the finest doors and openers. Jammer also carries entry doors, patio doors, and windows, sales, service, and install. They do it all. Jammer doors and windows, they do their own installation. They don't use subcontractors, which saves you some money. It means fairer prices, more pride in the work that gets done, both residential and commercial. Sales and service, visit Jammer Doors and Windows at their showroom, 2850 Brunswick Avenue, this Route 1 in Lawrenceville. Their Yardley show in the grist mill at 10th Street is open. Call 215-493-7709. That's 215-493-7709.
Yeah, if I had all the money from looking at people's blonde hair that I would earn, I would definitely get my door fixed with Jammer Doors.
Yeah, that's the place to go.
Maybe my windows, too.
Yeah, you know, looking around, hopefully that's keeping you active up here.
It's keeping my neck out.
As we overlook Alumni Field. But keeping people healthy since 1991, that's Dr. Johnson at the Johnson Chiropractic Center at 175 South Main Street in Yardley. From elite athletes at our local schools to senior citizens, Dr. Johnson's goal is to keep you moving. He offers functional one-on-one fitness training, will increase your strength, and also offer nutritional advice and complete chiropractic care. The Johnson Chiropractic Center features all the latest equipment that you're going to find in a gym, but a much more intimate and comfortable setting. For more info and consults, call 5-321-30. That's 215-321-3100. Dr. Rob Johnson, for over 30 years, keeping people active and healthy at 175 South Main Street in Yardley. All right, we are under the glow of the electric lights on Thursday night here for Pennsbury Falcon football. Can't wait to get back home to Falcon Field next week.
Talk about lights, those things are bright.
A battle of the birds. The Falcons will do it with the Golden Hawks.
What would win a fight, a Golden Hawk or a Falcon?
I don't. I think
that's a pretty good battle.
Nod to the Falcons.
Go.
Right here, we're here for Pennsbury football, so why not?
Let's go.
And next
they got
week,
home field advantage too.
Going to be great to be back there at home and take in all the game day atmosphere.
You're excited for the air-conditioned press box.
I'm excited to be on the home side of the field. Here at Quakertown, we are on the away side, and that gets me. It doesn't take much to get me mixed up. And
we got a folding table.
The band performs to the home side, and the officials with all the calls side, and the sticks are here on the near side, so you don't get a lot of perspective on the down and distance and everything. But next week we get to be at Pennsbury, and the other element that we haven't been able to hook you up with, Falcon fans, the long orange line.
Oh yeah,
they haven't made the road trip to Quakertown or Northampton, but I'm thinking they're going to be in
they'll be in force Friday night.
And usually at home games, Pennsbury will pre-game, which I encourage you to be part of our Trentonian pregame activities, because hopefully we'll be able to get the band going, share their performance with you. So we look forward to all that stuff next week when the Falcons host the Golden Hawks of Council Rock South.
The road team, Council Rock South, their band will usually go at halftime. So a little dual band performances going on.
Hopefully we'll have all for you from Falcon. All right, we're going to step aside and we'll return. Second half action. The Falcons kicking to the Panthers to get the second half underway, and we've got it for you coming up on the WBCB Sports Network.
One of the top producing real estate groups in the Yardley-Makefield area is the Kim Rock Group. Kim lives in the Yardley area and knows its real estate market. The Kim Rock Group is the #1 team at Keller Williams Langhorne office, which is also the #1 office in Bucks County. Over a decade of experience in selling and investing in local real estate makes Kim the perfect choice to list your home. Licensed in both Pennsylvania and New Jersey, the Kim Rock Group has you covered for all of your real estate needs. For more information, visit thekimrockgroup.com. That's thekimrockgroup.com. You know, McCaffrey's Food Market is exceptional every day, and they are proud to serve you Since 1986, they're a local hometown business. They support your community, whether it's helping flood victims or holding fundraisers for the American Cancer Society or employing our local high school students. McCaffrey's is always there. They have the finest products, prime cuts of meat, a prepared food department where everything is made fresh daily, and also a fresh seafood department. Visit McCaffrey's Food Market near you in Yardley, Newtown, New Hope, Princeton, West Windsor, Gladwin, and Doylestown. They are exceptional every day, and they are local and proud of it.
The Peruzzi Automotive Group on Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills is looking for auto techs, all skill levels. Here's a chance to work for a locally owned family business that offers many benefits. For more information, call the service director, John Damarotis, at 215-943-6200. That's 215-943-6200, or visit any Peruzzi service department.
Welcome back to Quakertown High School. Panthers trailing the Falcons 10-7 as we get back to it. Good turnout for the Falcon fans. Kind of a road trip out here in Quakertown, and hasn't even started. You were
yeah, we started on Wednesday, and I'm actually seeing some students here tonight, so pretty cool.
That is great. And you said tonight the theme is
strictly
standing
business.
on business. Oh,
strictly business, but I don't see anyone in their business attire. I mean, it's kind of rough. You drive over an hour and you got to wear your suit and tie. I mean,
well, it
can't be comfortable.
In
People
order
like
to,
it though.
Yeah, I mean, in order to be part of the theme throughout the season, the Pennsbury Falcons student section have different themes. Sometimes, like, I don't know, Hawaii, they do a beach thing. Typically, there's going to be a pink out, white out, and yeah, tonight was like a business thing, but we didn't get a lot of students traveling up here to Quakertown, but a lot of Pennsbury Falcon support, and we're going to have that throughout the season. Looking forward to getting home to Falcon Field next week. Juniors Express Car Wash is right there near Pennsbury High School on the corner of New Falls Road and Hood Boulevard. One of the best car washes in Bucks County. Early specials, you buy 5 washes, get 1 free. A rewards club and free $20. Always free vacuums at Juniors, and Juniors Express Car Wash, owned and operated by a Pennsbury graduate, proud to support the Falcons. Open Monday through Saturday from 7 to 8. Sundays open 8 to 7 at the corner of New Falls and Hood Boulevard. Also at 2270 Bristol, Oxford Valley Road in Levittown. All right, Pereira has it teed up and ready to go. Thanks also to Yardley Family Haircutters, a full-service family bar. Kids cuts, hair, shaves, and more. Wells and his family, 215-321-6900. And we are back underway. Returned up the middle, and still on his feet is Thomas. And he got a little bit more, but the Falcons stop him at the 40.
Yeah, a couple of missed tackles in between there. I think I saw 3 slid through. A couple extra yards out of it. Next week, at Falcon Field, Wild Wild West is the theme. So you're going to come in your cowboy hat?
I might. I was disappointed. I didn't know it was business night tonight. Got my T-shirt on. All right. Martin with a pitch out. Whiteley will pick up a short gain. But right there is Andrew Dale going unblocked, and his quickness almost blew that play up before it got going. But it is a 3-yard pickup. Another goal for Walker Murray tonight.
A little chilly. Smart, he brought his jacket. We should have thought about that.
And Walker Murray, he's going to be, if he continues at this pace, he's going to be one of the top tacklers in a season for the Pennsbury Falcons.
Yeah, he isn't chilly at all. He's been red hot so far to start this year. Here we go.
2nd and 8. They roll to the near side. Nowhere to go for Martin. He slips one tackler, but then Karam stays with the play and brings Brady Martin down. But it is a up of 5. And a 3rd and 1 coming up for the Quakertown Panthers. Martin comes jogging in with the play. Just underway here in the second half. McCaffrey's game tonight on WBCB. Falcons up by a field goal. Under center to the tailback. And Aiden Whiteley. Good job picking up the needed yardage for a Quakertown Panther first down. Just lowered the shoulders and banged his way forward for a couple of yards. Well, they say it was not a couple of yards, but a few yards. Pickup of 3. First and 10, ball on the 48. Great to have tonight under the lights on a Thursday night. Actually going to be doing some Jersey football tomorrow. Got the Robbinsville Ravens with a 7 o'clock kickoff. Martin calls for it from the gun, rolls to the far side, has his man, and it's Berge who makes the grab. That's enough for another Panther first down.
Nice pass on the run. On his arm side, cut it across and got it up middle for a nice big pick.
And Berge, great target he is, just slides down, cradles that one in, secures the football, picks up the first down. First and 10, Quakertown now at the 35-yard line. Martin gives to Whiteley, and that play is going nowhere. Up front, Andrew Dale.
It's going backwards. 2.
Yeah, you look at the deep tackle position on this Penn team. Not a ton of, but these guys are outstanding athletes and using their strength and quickness to get in there. And we've seen Dale come up with a couple of plays, sometimes pursuing from the backside. That time, great penetration into the backfield. Loss of a couple, 2nd and 12 for the Panthers. Martin from the gun, fakes the give. Berge keeps it himself, but the Falcons all over him. The first who was there slowed. That was Jake Birkins come up with the tackle, but turned the ball carrier back into the Pennsbury defense. And another loss. It's 3rd and 15 for Quakertown.
Yeah, they're only going backwards right now, Quakertown. Good stuff from the Pennsbury defensive line that gets some TFLs.
And now look for a stop. 3 defensive backs here on the near side before the play comes out. False start on Quakertown. So 3rd and 15 becomes 3rd and 20. And the ball pushed back to the 45.
Pennsbury's going to have 3 straight home games. Next week, you got to pack your cowboy boots against Wild West, against Penridge. Next week, your Hawaiian Lays for theme, and then Central Bucks East begin Central Bucks run on September 20th. It's red, white, and blue. That's Hall of Fame night as well. So
looks like the student section for Quakertown with the red, white, and blue theme tonight as Martin drops back, looking downfield, looking for Berge, but overshoots the target. Lamar Kamjay there defensively, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, the Pennsbury secondary did not have a great night against Northampton last week, but tonight they were pretty good in that field. Had some pressure. That was another play back there, so give a lot of prop to the secondary for coming through tonight.
Yeah, and I asked Coach Checky about last week, and he's confident in his guys. And now they force a kick. The Panthers trying to pin the Falcons deep. Mooney with a good kick. Brensinger.
Oh, boy.
Can't handle it. It's on the turf. Picks it up at the 10, and he's tackled inside the 10-yard line by Thomas. The senior comes down on the kick coverage, and Brensinger, sometimes that little hesitation or a little muff could open things up, but Matt Thomas gunning down the field, and the Falcons with a long way to go on this drive. 1st and 10 at their own 9.
long ways to go.
Garlitz to Bright. Bright moving. He stood up, and he's still able to push forward for an additional yard. Picks up 5.
Yeah, got a lot of help from his offensive line. You heard some fans around us yelling, "Good push!" And that was some good pushes for the offensive line, getting behind Bright, pushing him forward, getting a few extra yards.
But it felt like in that second quarter, Ben, that the Falcons started to soften up the run defense for Quakertown. A give to Bright. This time the Panthers have that one sniffed out. In there on the tackle is Berge. Actually a little better than I thought for Bright. 3rd and 1 now for the Falcons.
Wind's starting to pick, blowing far right.
It's a ground and pound down. And they'll pitch it to the outside. Brensinger running room along the near side.
There it is.
Following the block of Rocco May, he picks up another Pennsbury Falcon first down. Kennelly eventually brings him down. And man, it feels like just a matter of time before Brensinger is going to spring one of those and take it to the house.
On that pitch, it's all night.
Down under the 6-minute mark.
I'm waiting for it
in the third quarter.
I need Brensinger to break through.
He's in the backfield with Jaden Bright. The give to Bright. And he's lucky if he got back to the line of scrimmage. I think he did get back to the 25, but that's it.
The Panther line, Owen Richline in tackle.
And in there, and the defensive guys up front doing a good job with the run stop.
Yeah, it was a group effort.
2nd and 12 at the 25.
Second and 12 from the 25-yard line. Up the middle, Jaden Bright has some open territory. Was trying to back, I think, near the 45-yard and ends up sliding down, but another big pickup for Pennsbury. Starting to see this run game net results.
Yeah, it's sure getting some results tonight. 32-yarder.
And it really didn't look like it in the first quarter, but you stick with the plan.
Biggest play of the night so far.
There, the pitch out. Brensinger. Brensinger following blocks from Rock.
We're starting to establish a lot of things that are beginning to work.
Tyler Robinson lost his helmet, so he's going to have to come off the field.
You got the Bright running right down the pipe, right through the middle. That's been working. This pitch out to Brensinger has been working. You had a big pass to Walker Murray. That worked. Starting to solidify some plays working that you can constantly go. And that'll help out Coach Snyder.
This drive started on their own 9. Now the ball up to the 38 of Quakertown. Unfortunately, no Tyler Robinson this play. The pitch out to Brensinger. Again, he's got a block out there. They have May pulling out on that play. And Brensinger with another 7-yard pickup and another Pennsbury Falcon first down.
Brensinger now up 79 yards through rushes. Jaden Bright also at the exact yardage and through 17 rushes. Those are the guys tonight.
These ground and pound drives, you got to make sure you can't afford any losses, any mistakes. Jaden Bright with the handoff across the 25. Up to the 23-yard line. 5-yard pickup.
5 from the
Far in the second half, Pennsbury, and it's really for the most part this drive that they're on right now, controlling the time of possession. That's another element that is an important part of the ground and pound formula for winning. Bright with the handoff, nearly tripped up in the backfield, but able to keep his feet, pick up just enough, move the sticks again. Pennsbury Falcons, I think he picked up 3.5.
gain of 6 yards on the play. And a Pennsbury
Wow,
first
6-yard pickup.
What are you talking about, Chris? 3?
I don't know. I'm on the away side of the field.
You're all messed up.
I can't see anything over here.
You want the binoculars?
Thank you, but I'll try to manage. Handoff again to Jaden Bright. Bright upended at the 11. That's another 6 gain.
Gain of 4. 2nd and 6 from the
So 2nd and 6. Pennsbury with it at the Panther 13. So they do have an opportunity to get a first down. But right now eyeing the end zone, and a pitch out to Brensinger is going to get them in. The Pennsbury Falcons 6-7 with 2:1 to go. In the third, Jordan Brensinger does spring one and gets into the end zone from 13 yards out.
Well, he got in the end zone on that pitch.
Now,
Not the breakthrough that we were looking for on it, but got in the end zone, 13-yarder.
and it's his first TD of the season before the extra point. A flag comes out offside in Quakertown. Falcons to go up 10 with this extra point. And that was a commanding drive from the 9-yard line, picking up chunks of yardage as they went. I don't know if they were even pushed into like a 3rd and long situation on that drive at all.
No, I think they were only in like 1 or 2 third downs, and they were
short,
very short. Obviously getting,
well,
didn't use the passing game at all. Ground and pass possession.
Drive of the year. Pereira splits the uprights, and we come back up the field with the score 17-7. The Falcons in front of the Quakertown Panthers. Tonight's game on WBCB brought to you by Jammer Doors and Windows. Thanks also to the Fella Auto Group sponsoring our Coaches Roundtable show on Wednesdays. And if you met Coaches Roundtable, $250 any car purchase, Fella Auto Group. Big thanks to Senator Steve Sanacero, proudly serving the 10th Senatorial District and proudly supporting today's football game as a public service to the community. Senator Sanacero supports the youth of our community, tomorrow's future leaders. Steve himself, as a former teacher, is a leader in education, along with infrastructure, environment, women's health issues, and gun violence protection in the 10th Senatorial District. And school would like to take a tour Capitol in Harrisburg. Contact Steve's office at senatorsanacero.com. That's senatorsanacero.com. Senator Sanacero hopes you're enjoying tonight's game. Certainly the Falcon fans enjoying the 10-point lead as Pereira's kickoff, again out of bounds to the far side of the field this time. And so set the Panthers up on the 35. Yeah, there we go.
Rest of the themes for Pennsbury this year: September 28th against Central Bucks South is the pink out, and then another home game, Central Bucks West. October 4th is neon out. October 10th at North Penn is Country Club home against Abington Whiteout.
Handoff on first down, and stepping up for the offensively is Pelham.
What else?
2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that whiteout on October 18th, and then ending the season at Neshaminy on October 26th is a blackout. So
down to,
write those down, Chris.
Down to, I'm doing it right now. Down to under 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Martin from the gun throws to the far side of the field. The ball low, but I thought Berge brought it. No, incomplete. Low for the senior wide receiver.
Yeah, Berge had to go down for it, was unable to come back up with it.
Chance here for Pennsbury to put their foot on the gas. A stop on 3rd and 8. Likely going to force a Panther kick. And feels like you got some momentum with the Pennsbury offense. Those guys back out there ASAP. Mush rush split to the near side with Berge to the far side, but before the play, the Panthers want to talk it over. Timeout Quakertown with 1:48 to go, third quarter. Want to let you know the newest first-class Italian restaurant to grace our area is Amore Restaurant at 8630 New Falls Road in Levittown. A new Italian family restaurant offering fine dining at affordable prices with cuisine to rival any city restaurant, from like mussels and to entrees, their homemade pasta dishes including fettuccine seafood extravaganza tossed with fresh fish, veal dishes, steaks, pork chops, plus chicken dishes. Discover true fine Italian cuisine here in your own backyard at the new Amore Restaurant, 8630 New Falls Road near Pennsbury High School, right there in Levittown. Amore, right? You know what that means? Amore means love.
Oh.
I think. I don't know.
Wrong language.
It means great Italian food as well. High School in Levittown, very open for lunch and dinner. We thank them for their support.
Good after school spot, man.
Of tonight's game. Yeah, right across the street from the baseball field.
Try it out.
Martin under center. A couple of guys moving before the snap, but another big play by defensive tackle Andrew Dale. They're having a trouble putting a body on him, and brings up 4th down. The Falcons were looking, forces the Panthers to kick. Dropping back to receive is Brensinger.
Lost the yard on that too. Another tackle for loss for this Falcon team. They've had a bunch of those tonight, and I don't know where all these kids keep coming from. There's so many of them.
Watch that Coaches Roundtable show brought to you by Lower Bucks Hospital, supporting the youth of our community since 1954. Mooney with a low spilling kick takes a nice bounce, a really nice for Quakertown down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. So the Falcons will have to mount another long drive if they hope to score on this possession, as we're now down under the minute mark in the third quarter. Chris Ermer with Mackay Gundy, our video engineer, Justin Lawrence doing our camera work tonight, and Ben Goldstein alongside with color and stats and our post-game interview. We'll send Ben down with a DiLorenzo's gift certificate for the game. Last week it was Walker Murray.
That's a lot we could go.
Walker Murray, he could be the choice this week as well.
Could be. But he may get it a lot this season, so maybe we'll. Like Jaden Bright tonight as well. 20 rushes, 94 yards so far with the first score of the season.
Garlitz flips it out to Brensinger. It hits the turf, bounces right back up into the arms of Brensinger, and it's a positive gain for the Falcons up to the 20. Richwine in there on the stop. The clock had stopped for a little bit. Maybe that was an official's a stop for something, an official's timeout. Now the clock rolling again, down to a half minute left in the third quarter. Handoff again to Jaden Bright. Boy, taking some punishment. Yards he's picking up. Nothing easy. Tackles. Gavin Carroll with the stop, and that may be the last play of the third quarter. I think the Falcons happy to let the final seconds roll off the clock.
And Bright is back over the century mark for the second straight game. 16 rushes. Oh, wait a minute. I put it the wrong guy. I'm sorry.
Well, we'll get that cleaned up, and that is the end of the third quarter tonight with the Falcons leading the Panthers 17-7 in the McCaffrey's game of the night. All right, we're inside and return to Alumni Field for more high school football in just a moment on the WBCB Sports Network.
The Peruzzi Automotive Group. No matter where you purchased your car, take it to a local Peruzzi dealership service department for the best deals on tires. Buy 3, get the 4th free. All makes and models. Name brand tires. The Peruzzi Automotive dealerships on Route 1 in Fairless Hills, where our business is you.
More than securing your home or business, BAI Security, the locally owned and operated security company, offers personal service and quality security solutions, including security services for your pets. BAI Security also services fire extinguishers, including annual inspections. All BAI have thorough background, including criminal, civil, motor vehicle, and drug testing for complete 24/7 security for your home or business. BAInow.com. That's BAInow.com. Jaden Bright on 3rd and 2 picks up another Falcon first down. White credited for the stop.
Get like 3.
Yeah, needed 2, got 3.
Yeah, Bright.
And ball up to the 27.
Officially crossed the century mark at 106 yards, 23 rushes. Brent Singer is 8 yards away from century mark.
And there is a pitch out to Brent Singer, keeping his feet as he stumbles forward up to the 35-yard line.
Flag on the play. Thrown in while Brent Singer's stumbling.
Probably a holding call. Just from where the flag is thrown, it is holding Falcons.
Holding penalty against Pennsbury.
1:18 to go, third quarter, and the Falcons have to head back inside their own 20-yard line.
And I need a hoodie.
Well, actually,
a little chilly.
Not quite that far. They'll mark the ball at the 24. Yeah, a little bit of a chilly wind blowing. You know, it's great to have you with us on BC. We take you from those warm summer ball games into the chill of autumn. Hopefully we'll have a long run. You know, the colder the games get, the more significant they are.
Yeah.
All right, 1st and 13 from the 24. Falcons give it to Bright. And he continues to move the pile. Finally, the play whistled dead after he takes it up to the 27-yard line.
Fooled a couple.
I couldn't football initially.
Yeah,
I thought Brentsinger had it. Maybe Garlitz kept it, but it was Bright.
It was Brentsinger. A couple guys went after him. Took some defensive guys off of Bright, and he got 4 yards off of it.
Second down and 9 from the 20.
So is he near like 20 carries now?
He's at 24. Brentsinger.
And Bright must be up near.
Bright's at 24. Brentsinger 16.
And again, his 17th up to the 35. That's going to be a yard short of a Falcon first down.
And that's exactly 100 yards for Brentsinger. So the two that passed the 100 last week, have now reached 100 once again.
Wasn't Hex one of those guys last week?
Oh, Hex was instead of Bright, but
still
taking over Hex's role.
two running backs picking up more than 100 yards.
Back to
something starting to click and work, and they're on the pitch out to the outside. Brensinger upended, but on 3rd and 2, it's enough for another Pennsbury Falcon first down. I mentioned that time of possession at some point in the 3rd quarter tonight, and as this second half has gone on, Falcons are just controlling.
Yeah, they've taken over this running game.
And the way they move it down the field, they could take up quite a bit of the remaining 9 minutes. At least that's what they've been doing in the second half. 5 yards here, 5 yards there, a 7-yard pickup by Jaden Bright on that. McGinty comes in with the next play for the Falcons. Join us next week at Falcon Field. Falcons hosting the Golden Hawks and the Pennsbury Football Parents Club. They'd love you to come out. They do have still opportunities to get in those ad books. And they're a delay up the gut to Bright. And he's got another Falcon first down to midfield. Still a lot of football left, but
it's starting
Falcons
to
right
feel
now.
like this game is starting to be over a little bit. Pennsbury just completely dominating on the ground.
Yeah,
they're grounding, they're pounding, getting tough, gritty yards, and now at half field already.
They're a pitch to Brensinger. Brensinger pushed to the outside either, but could not get to the edge. Nice job by the Panthers to come up with a loss on first down. 2nd and 12 for the Falcons, pushed back to their own 48. That time Gavin Carroll on the tackle. Falcons, they've shown their hand a little bit with that Brensinger play, and it seemed like Quakertown picked up on some keys. They knew what was coming. Now on 2nd and 12, pitch out to Brensinger. Doesn't get the block. Walker Murray out there trying to spring the ball carrier, but mush rush there. Aiden Whiteley in on the stop. That's a gain of, and Pennsbury with a 3rd and 9.
Mush rush is a great last name.
Yes.
It's like all time.
Mush rush, like there's a mush huddle, right? Sometimes teams will get into like a mush kind of look. And mush rush is a pretty good name. Bright on the little delay up the middle. He's across the 45 to the 43-yard. A 4th and about 3 to go. And the Pennsbury Falcons going to play it safe.
Yeah,
and
makes sense.
Send out Karamis.
Karamis has had some really good punts tonight. See if we can do another one. It's a smart play. You're up by 10. Still a good amount of football left to go.
Thomas back to return. Quakertown. High snap. Karamis handles it. Nice spiral. Comes down right around the 11-yard line and takes a bounce inside the 10. And that's where the Pennsbury Falcons will knock it down, stop the clock. And now the Panthers looking at a long field. Quakertown with a 1st and 10 from their own 9. And the Falcons not giving them a lot of time to work with. 5:35 on the fourth quarter. Don't forget, if you missed tonight's action, read about it in tomorrow's Trentonian. Outstanding local and national coverage you can count on 7 days a week. It's all in the pages of the Trentonian. All right, everybody spread out, 3 receivers to the near side. Now they move Thomas in motion. Martin rolling to the near side, looking for Berge, but it's knocked down by Rue Costa. Great coverage there. The ball maybe thrown just a bit behind the target, but it's incomplete for Berge again.
Rue Costa burst through, got his hands, made a nice on that pass. Rue Costa's played some really nice defense tonight in the middle of the field.
So now just under 5.5 remaining, 2nd and 10 for the Panthers.
They got the tubas out over there playing the band in front of the student section.
It's a sousaphone party. From the gun, Martin inside his 5-yard line. Throws here to the near side of the field and incomplete. On base almost. Guy closest to that.
Yeah, he looked like he was almost right there. May have pulled his hands back a little bit.
That time they were looking for Thomas on the long strike. Brings up 3rd and 10.
The interception kind of seals it. 5:20 left to go. 5:22 left to go. You're up by 10. You would have been at your 25-30.
I mean, on this drive right now, Panthers just abandoning the run game. And on 3rd and Martin throws the near side, but his receiver goes down, and it's another incomplete pass. Brings up 4th and 10.
There might have been some sort of miscommunication there. He cut to the right, or I guess his left, our right.
I mean, right there, you had a long field for Quakertown to try to deal with, and you need 2 scores to get back in this game, but I don't think you need to air out as much as they were doing right there. And I guess hindsight 20, it didn't work out for him. Mooney from inside his own end zone will kick it away. The Pennsbury Falcons, with nobody back to receive, maybe just concerned about a fake. And Mooney's punt will come down right around midfield.
It's still low.
That wind is blowing it.
I would have let that roll a little bit more with this wind.
That wind blew it down to 44. And the Falcons take over with 5:1 to go in front of down 17. And now the other element of the ground and pound that you can start to work the clock. Time of possession and having that run game, you eat up a lot of clock, which is great when you have the lead. Garlitz sets him down, gives to Bright. Bright off tackle and across the 45 up to the 46-yard line. So it's at his 26th touch.
20th.
He's going to be close to 30 carries.
Well, he's just crossed 130 yards. Up to 132 now. I think this might be our pick, Jaden Bright. Big workload, filling in for Hex Walker, who took a lot last week, and now Bright's coming through.
Yeah, we got to use our DiLorenzo's player of the game. Why not Jaden Bright with a touchdown and another carry?
29.
The lion's share of the workload. Short gain on that play brings up 3rd and 7. And it looks like the Falcons are going to call a timeout. Yep, timeout on the field with 4:17 to go. And the Falcons in front 17-7 in the McCaffrey's game. Family Haircutters, a full family barbershop, kid hair coloring and shaves. Dave Wells and his family have been part of the community for over 50 years. Yardley Family Haircutters, a town institution. Call for an appointment, 215-321-6900, 215-321-6900. And proud to serve our community, Brian Rogers at Yardley Pharmacy, 175 South Main Street in Yardley. Brian, a hometown community leader and pharmacist who will go out of his way to help his customers understand everything about medications, answer questions, including insurance questions. Yardley Pharmacy, owned and operated by Brian Rogers, and no one going to give you better service than an owner-operated business like Yardley Pharmacy. Avoid the big chains. Stay local with people who are there every day and know you. Yardley Pharmacy offers medical equipment too. 175 South Main Street in Yardley. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 6:30. Saturdays open 9 to 2, and delivery is available. Ryan and Yardley Farm supporting Pennsbury at 3rd and 7, and the give is to Brensinger. Cuts it upfield, up to the 50, stays on his feet and falls forward across the 45-yard line for another Pennsbury Falcon first down, and they'll move the sticks and then get that clock rolling.
Yep.
And the clock now down under 4 minutes remaining.
Up to 115 yards for Brensinger.
Well, you look back at that field goal at the end of the first half, you know, up a touchdown, that's big time. Up 10 points just gives you even more comfort. The give to Bright, and Bright met right at the line of scrimmage. Fenstermacher, one of the outstanding senior defensive linemen, sticks him.
One. And
Second,
Bright 30 rushes tonight. Huge workload, and we saw
that kind of workload deserves some Di Lorenzo's pizza.
It sure does. Maybe we'll get that mustard pie. But last year, we saw in the beginning of the season, like weeks 1 through 3, before we got into league play, Bright got a lot of time. And then he really didn't play that much after that. He's come back this season in his senior year, and he's gotten off to a great start back. He's had this game well over 100 yards. Had a good game in his first game with Brensinger. Cuts it upfield, and he had last year and is in his junior season.
And that's even more potent when you have Bright, such a threat up the gut. And the defense just, all you need is a little bit of hesitation, and Brensinger with another nice pickup. 3rd and 1 from the Quakertown 35-yard line. I'll tell you, sometimes people, regardless of where it is, can pitch out there to Brensinger, comes along the near side, picks up another Falcon first down. Can be early to write off a team because of a week 1 loss or not looking good in an early season matchup. And I think this is a statement game for Pennsbury, a bounce back game for sure. And can give them some momentum going into a game against Council Rock. And then that SOL is a gauntlet. Ben mentioned the CB Central Bucks back-to-back-to-back games, which all will be at Falcon Field. But that's back-to-back-to-back games against really tough opponents. Handoff to Bright. Falls forward over the 30.
Jaden Bright on the carry.
Meanwhile, we're down to just 90 seconds in the fourth quarter, and the Falcons in command.
Yeah, they sure are, and we want to stack up these early wins because, as you said, that gauntlet, 3 straight against Central Bucks, and the Chamonix is a force to be reckoned with.
Penn Ridge, North Penn.
Yeah. It's a tough schedule when you get into the thick of September and October, so these wins in August and early September are huge, and they're getting one here tonight.
North Penn had a great opening, a first week win. There, Brensinger down. Mush rush. Oh, Win with the stop. But this kind of gives new life to Falcon fans. Now set to go 1-1.
1-1. Heck of a lot better than 0-2.
And unfortunately, that's where the Panthers are at. And for the Panthers, I think adding a little bit of insult to injury is that both of those losses come on their home field. Meanwhile, the Falcons split their first games on the road. Now they get to go back to Falcon Field, and timeout taken by Pennsbury with just 16 seconds remaining here in the McCaffrey's game of the night. Big thanks to all of our sponsors for making tonight's game possible. Like Puss in Boots Tavern, 942 Trenton Road in Fairless Hills. The best food, the best prices in Bucks County, and they have great specials, including Taco Tuesdays. They also do their famous homemade meals on Wednesdays. Thursdays at the Booth, roast pork platter with all the trimmings. Fridays features different homemade specials, and Saturday, their famous hot dog Saturday served all day. Dollar dogs, and Sundays they do the cheesesteaks for the Birds. Well, I guess the Birds going to get started on Friday night, next Friday.
What do they have on Fridays?
Cheesesteaks.
All right, that checks.
At the Boot, a landmark in Bucks County, 942 Trenton Road in Fairfield Hills. Now victory for Charlotte's takes it. And the Falcons get their first win of the year, 17-7 the final, as they take care of the Quakertown Panthers, dropping them to 0-2. All right, stay with us. We're going to come back, wrap up the game. Meanwhile, we dispatch Ben down onto the field to talk to our player of the game, Jaden Bright, and you can catch that interview later on the WB Sports Network. To Ben, to Makai, to Justin here. Meanwhile, we're going to step aside and return to wrap up this one on the WBCB Sports Network.
You know what's brilliant? Boring. Think about it. Boring is the unsung catalyst for bold.
What straps bold to a rocket and hurtles it into space? Boring does.
Great job, Astro persons. Over.
Boring is the jumping off point for all the unboring things we do. Boring makes vacations happen, early retirement's possible, and startups start up.
Because it's smart, dependable, and steady. All words you want from your bank. Taking chances is for skateboarding and gas station sushi, not banking. That's why PNC Bank strives to be boring with your money. The pragmatic, calculated kind of boring.
Moving to Boca?
Boring.
That was a dolphin, right?
It's simple, really. For nearly 160 years, PNC Bank has had one goal: to be brilliantly boring with your money, so you can be happily fulfilled with your life. Which is pretty unboring if you think about it.
Thank you, boring.
No flash, just work. That's what Perry Warren, your state representative for the 31st District, does in Harrisburg. Perry Warren brings home results that help the people of Lower Makefield, Newtown, Upper Makefield, and Yardley, and our Pennsbury and Council Rock school districts. Perry works with both Democrats and Republicans to write and pass legislation that improves everyday life here at home. He wrote and introduced the bill that ended child marriage in Pennsylvania. Perry is a leader on gun safety legislation and authored bills to reduce flood insurance costs and environmental waste. No flash, just work. That's Perry Warren.
Proceeding paid for by Perry Warren for state representative.
Falcons win it 17-7 over the Quakertown Panthers, thanks to Senator Steve Cicero, making portion of tonight's game possible, proudly supporting the 10th Senatorial and proudly supporting today's football game as a public service community. Thanks to Steve for supporting Pennsbury Athletics. And Steve Senicero supports the youth of our community, tomorrow's future leaders. Steve, a former teacher, is a leader in education along with infrastructure, environment, women's health issues, and gun violence protection in the 10th Senatorial District. If your school would like a tour of the Capitol in Harrisburg, you can contact Steve's office, senatorsenicero.com. That's senatorsenicero.com. A great game tonight for Pennsbury, picking up their first win of the You can put a stop to grocery and convenience store prices, always going up and up. Visit the Chance to Save Bargain Outlet store near Pennsbury at 8720 New Falls Road. Hundreds of daily grocery items you and your family use every day, including cereal, fresh fruit and veg, snacks, pet food, and much, much more. Right across the street from Pennsbury's baseball field. Put a stop to high prices. Visit Chance to Save Bargain Outlet. At the half, was Pennsbury in front of 7 thanks to a last field goal at the end of the second quarter. A 37-yarder off the foot of Angelo Pereira gave the Falcons a 10-7 halftime lead, and the only touchdown coming in the second half comes off of a long drive that Pennsbury puts together, caps it off with a 13-yard touchdown from Jordan Brensinger, gets his first TD of the season. He gets the TD, and in the first half, it was Bright, who's our player of the game, down there on the field with Ben. Two guys eclipse the 100-yard mark, and they both get into the end zone, powering the Falcons to a 17-7 win. Thanks to all of our sponsors for making today's game possible. PNC Financial Services Group, St. Mary Medical Center, BCWSA, Rob's Automotive and Collision, Harry Warren for State Rep, Kim Rock of Keller Williams. Thanks to McCaffrey's Food Markets, Ben Franklin Plumbing of Levittown, Nolan Painting, Peruzzi Auto Group, Toyota. Thanks to Amori's Restaurant, Senator Steve Sanacero, Lower Bucks Hospital, Chance to Save Bargain Outlet, the Trentonian, Junior's Car Wash right there near Pennsbury High School, owned and operated by a Pennsbury graduate. Big ups to BAI Security Systems, Puss in Boots Tavern, the Pennsbury Football Parents Club, Jammer Doors, Kramer's Bakery, Yardley Pharmacy, Johnson Chiropractic, Charcoal BYO, D. Lorenzo's Pizza, New Falls Road. Thanks to Goldstein, help with color commentary and stats. He's also down with our player of the game. Thanks to Mackay Gundy, our video engineer tonight, and our cameraman, Justin Lawrence. And we thank you for being with us one final time. Our score here from Quakertown High School. It was the Pennsbury Falcons 17 and the Quakertown Panthers 7. Thanks for checking out some high school football on the WBCB Sports Network.